here's basically what happened yesterday. And I think that the media has done a pretty poor job of actually, explaining and describing this. We didn't know what was going to happen yesterday at the beginning, neither did the Republicans. But clearly the Democrats were using that almost a month, that's several weeks, that Nancy Pelosi held those articles of impeachment to prepare for this moment, because they were prepared. They had charts, they had graphs, they had visuals, they had everything. And so, yesterday was supposed to be, yesterday was not the day when the Democrats were supposed to make their case. Yesterday was the day when they were going to decide on the rules for the impeachment trial. And so Chuck Schumer put in these 11 amendments, 10 of which specifically named either witnesses or documents that they wanted to subpoena. And Schumer and the Republicans thought, okay, we're going to debate whether or not to subpoena things, like process stuff. And each side had been given an hour, and Schumer obviously never thought that they would use anything close to that hour. But the Democratic team stood up and said, okay, here's what's going on. And Adam Schiff did a brilliant job. Zoe Lundgren did a brilliant job talking about her time when she worked in the House of Representatives on the Nixon impeachment. Val Demings, Hakeem Jeffries, Jason Crow talking about being a veteran, being in Iraq, having to scavenge metal and put it on their Humvees to protect against roadside bombs, and how the importance of being properly equipped as the military, because what Trump was denying to the Ukraine was proper equipment. But that's how it went, and finally at 9:30 last night, Mitch McConnell was saying, "Please stop. Would you please stack these votes? Can we just say, call out the amendments and have a vote on them and take care of all this in 15 minutes?" And Schumer said, no way, not a chance. So they got a 10-hour introduction of their case, the Democrats did. They laid out their case against Trump over a 10-hour period, and the Republicans had no rebuttal. They were completely unprepared for this, which is why I think they were melting down toward the evening. And Pam Bondi, the former Attorney General for Florida, who was investigating Trump University until Trump gave her an illegal $25,000 donation out of his Trump Foundation, she finally was allowed to speak. She was given 5 minutes at 11 o'clock, and she didn't even mention the topic that was supposed to be discussed, and she sat down without saying, "I'm done." It was weird. And then another, memorable moment, Jay Sekulow, Val Demings had got up and she was talking about FOIA lawsuits. And he thought she was saying lawyer lawsuits. And so he gets up and he goes into this long rant about lawyer lawsuits. How dare you say lawyers can't have lawsuits? And she never said that. I mean, this is how pathetic the Republicans were. They, so anyhow, just, a recap there. Donald Trump, in an interview in Davos, and I'm not sure if this was last night or this morning because it's just coming through now, but I'm guessing it was this morning. I mean, part of last night is this morning in Davos, or now it's afternoon in Davos. But anyhow, Donald Trump said in this quote, he's speaking about the evidence against him, right, that the Democrats want to subpoena. And I quote, "Honestly, we have all the material. They don't have the material." I mean, that's mind-boggling. And somehow the electronic news media seems to have completely missed this. MSNBC, CNN, if you're listening, you've got a quote there. Check it out. Another bombshell has landed in the last 24 hours. This is as a result of these private lawsuits against, under the Freedom of Information Act, the FOIA lawsuits that Val Demings was talking about. The Office of Management and Budget, it turns out, there's this one document from Michael Duffy, who's one of the people that they tried to subpoena yesterday, from before Trump's phone call. Remember what has been released and what we think we know is that 91 minutes after Trump finished his phone call with Zelensky, the OMB stopped the Pentagon or notified the Pentagon that they shouldn't send the money and the weapons to Ukraine. turns out this email shows that it was the day before they were planning this. They had already started this. I mean, that's pretty breathtaking, too.